Well, hi. Today is Monday, March 31st, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. Well, after the back and forth, I did see a fairly good snow shower for about 15 minutes yesterday, and then it went away and nothing ever stuck because the ground is too warm, and that's what I love about this time of year. I don't even remember, the old saying about March in like a lion, out like a lamb, or one way or the other. I don't remember how March came in. Maybe a little bit chilly, but other than that, it should be nice. And then a chance for rain over the next couple of days and again over the weekend. And that's going to just seems to be that way every weekend here lately, doesn't it? Well, it is spring and it will slowly get warmer, and I'm crossing my fingers and really looking forward to the first time that I can get out and go camping. I talked about it before that, rain isn't the end of the world with camping, but my problem is I have a canvas tent. Can't really put that thing away wet. I don't think I could carry it wet. It's heavy enough when it's dry. Coming up in just a bit. Recently, I had an opportunity to go over to an event that was being held by the Omaha Chamber of Commerce for young professionals. And Carol Horner, local author of Spiral of Accountability, was going to be there. And she said, hey, would you mind coming over and shooting some video for me as I'm going to be speaking to these young professionals? And I said, you know what? I'd love to do that. And then as I was working on this video, I saw a great clip, and I sent Carol a message last night, and I said, do you mind if I just use that on the show? And she said, no, please go ahead. So I'm going to bring you that here in just a little bit. Also, a reminder that the farmers market is going to be starting in Council Bluffs on May 1st along the north side of Bayless Park, and they're running out of space. So if you have been waiting to get your application in, you need to get that done because, as we said, May 1st, everything is getting underway. It's going to be running into September before it's all wrapped up. I'm going to be there. My good buddy Kyle with Tail Slate Agency is going to be there too throughout the season. We're going to be doing some live webcasts right here where you're watching this. And also, indications are we're going to be starting a new YouTube channel too. So hopefully we can do a little bit of cross promotion with that. But with that, it's all about promoting Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. And Kyle is just such a great videographer that I'm looking forward to this opportunity to be able to work with him. And also be sure to stop by at that farmer's market and say hi and let us know. We're going to be setting up a free advice tent. It's not designed to be like therapy. We're not going that deep. It's just kind of an entertainment thing. Hey, you got something that you want some advice on from maybe somebody that has some gray hair. Yeah, I didn't walk through a spider web. This is actually gray hair. So that's the idea for the booth. It's not original. I've seen it. It was at the Exarban Farmers Market. I saw it there a few years ago and actually just saw it recently on a movie that was going on too. So it's becoming more popular. So we're going to bring it here to Council Bluffs. I think it should be a lot of fun. By the way, I wanted to let you know that Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered if you have a leak, a clogged drain, or maybe you're planning a big remodel. Fast, reliable service, expert craftsmanship. They handle everything from small repairs to major installations. They take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small. When plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit Waldstein Plumbing for a free estimate. Waldstein Plumbing, quality you can trust, service you can count on. Just Sue Creative can help you build your business with website design, search engine optimization, content creation, marketing, everything you need to take your company to the next level. Sue has a passion for small businesses, helping them thrive in this digital world. She has a great starting point by just visiting her website, justsuecreative.com. Schedule a free consultation. It's easy. You just click on the free consultation button and you're on your way. Sue helped me with my Les Hills Media website. She can help you too. Visit justsuecreative.com today. Well, as I said recently, Carol Horner was over in Omaha speaking to some young professionals. Let's bring you a little bit of that speech.
Take advantage of all these kinds of opportunities. Come to conferences like this. Any chance that you get to grow as a human, take advantage of it. Okay? I'll give you a kind of a quick example here. Not all spiral down are nacho cheese, Doritos, and beer on the beach. Some spiral downs are really small and happen instantaneously and really little. So a group of friends of mine were going to go antique shopping and to junk stock. Who likes to do that? I don't. They did not invite me. One of the things I know from my assessments is that one of my psychological needs is to be in and to be heard. Those are triggers. When I'm not in, not heard, I go here, even at 60 years of age, right? But if I can catch that, if I realize, hey, this is my psychological need not being met. So I asked my friends, I said, what? I feel left out, like I didn't get invited. And they're like, you hate this. I'm like, I know, but I like you. And they're like, yeah, and you would have made us miserable. And I'm like, you're not wrong. And they're like, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go do this thing, and then we're going to come back, and then we'll go get drinks, and we'll call you. And I'm like, oh, okay. Right? Versus just getting left out. Because what happens, my self-talk turns to two things. I'm either not worthy, or they're not worthy of me, and then I'm all up in that, right? I'm either going to win them over or I'm going to knock them down. That's not good behavior. None of that's good behavior. None of that's good self-talk to me, right? But instead I go, okay, Carol, this is your psychological need not being met. What do you need to do? Right? Well, I just needed to consider they probably have a reason for not inviting me. Let me ask. Maybe there's not enough room in the car. No, it was because I would make them miserable walking around looking at stuff I don't want to look at. Because I'd just as soon go to lunch and have a drink, right? So knowing those things is important. It helps us know, right? So I challenge you, as a bit of a take-home, is to do that. Take a look at what are my triggers? What does push my buttons, right? And I'll give you one little piece of connecting advice here. So there's a book called Emotional Agility, written by Dr. Susan David. And when I read that book, which was right before I wrote mine, so she's quoted in my book, is that two things she said. One is that emotions are signposts. They're information. And it's one thing to name what is it that I'm feeling. It's another thing to go, why would I be feeling that in this situation? And if I can know that, right, then that leads me to much better opportunities to work myself through that emotion, not avoid it, but work myself through it, right? Get through the fog. The second thing she said was earth-shattering for me, and it's come up in both the sessions I was at this morning. So when I was sitting and listening to Lapora over here, who, when she was talking about that, one of the things we need to remember is who's in charge, the thinker or the thought. Is that not profound? And I say this to myself all the time. When I catch myself in those thoughts, where I'm spiraling down about me, or even spiraling down about others, who's in charge, thinker or the thought? Thoughts are going to lie to you, right? But you're the thinker. One other nugget about that, and then I'll move on. A lot of times when those thoughts are going through our head and we're belittling ourselves or second-guessing ourselves, it's not our own voice, is it? It's somebody else's voice. They've never said that before. But you're putting it in their voice. They think this about me, right? That's not accurate at all, right? And a lot of times, so I told that story, and I had someone come up to me afterwards, and she goes, I think I need to go apologize to my husband. She goes, I was so harsh to him this morning. And I said, well, what was that about? She goes, I spent the whole night just ruminating in my head all these things that he was mad at me about. And I got mad at him for being mad at me. And he has no idea what just happened. I said, yeah, I think it sounds like a conversation. She used his voice. And she goes, these are things he never would have said. I know he wouldn't say these things. Why was it his voice? I'm like, it's your voice. It's just disguising itself. So I just wanted to share a couple of those things. None of this was in my presentation.
Didn't I tell you? She is great. It was such a wonderful event, and I'm encouraging you that if you have a business and would like Carol to come in and speak to your staff and team about Spiral of Accountability, you can do that by just going to spiralofaccountability.com, learn all about it, and while you're there, you should pick up a copy of her book, too. Since 1870, Avela Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. Whether you need a loan, would like to start a new business account, or maybe you're saving money for a trip, just looking to open a personal checking account, Avela's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avela.bank to learn more. Again, that website, avela.bank. S&B Country Kennel has become the top spot in Southwest Iowa when you need to know your dog will receive only the best. Boarding, daycare, grooming, self-washing, training, and even a membership available to a dog park that's over an acre in size. S&B Country Kennel also has rescue dogs, so check with them about adoption possibilities. S&B Country Kennel, located just west of I-29 on Bunkie Avenue, south of Council Bluffs. Boy, is my voice a little bit shot today. It's just really gravelly all of a sudden. And typically that means I haven't had enough water, and that's par for the course for me. I'm bad about drinking water and really need to do more. And you'd think that talking for a living, I'd be more on top of that. But apparently not so much. I got a frog in my throat today. That's going to wrap things up on this Monday. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And I'm looking forward to getting this week launched well. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.